Language barrier, this is something you may so much experience, which myself I experience a lot. So you find that there are people whom you cannot really totally communicate because they don't know English and you don't know their language. So you have to keep on talking with sign language or something like that. This is quite difficult. And this is something that was very challenging for my first time.
Hello, hello, can you hear me as I scream your name? Hello, hello, do you need me before I fade away?
Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel and karibu sana. Thank you so much for watching and Happy New Year to everyone. It's another year, it's another new month, and I'm here of course to continue giving you content, of course more content, of course many, especially for this year, or in the will of God, or in the help of God Most High. So in case you're new here, karibu sana. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button and like my video, give it a like, because if you like my video, it's more suggested by YouTube. So today's video, it's a continuation of our last video. The last video I was talking about the life in Dubai. And one more thing, I want to talk about the things you may expect in a foreign country. It being Dubai, it being any other country, there are those expectations, especially for us in African country, our culture, everything that we live a very different life. So let us go through the things you may expect in a foreign country. Let's talk about the language barrier. So some countries you go and you find out not everyone will understand English. For us here in Africa, we speak English and Swahili, and English is so common in Africa. Sorry guys, I have a cold. I hope I'll be able to go through this video. And the language barrier, this is something you may so much experience, which myself I experience a lot. So you find that there are people whom you cannot really totally communicate because they don't know English and you don't know their language. So you have to keep on talking with sign language or something like that. This is quite difficult. And this is something that was very challenging for my first time, when I could meet so many people even at work which we cannot communicate. And I used to share this with my friend in the evening after work, and also my friend used to share the same, and it was quite funny. But with time you get used, you get to know their language and easy to communicate. So language barrier is one of the things you may experience in a foreign country. Another thing, let's talk about the weather. There are so many countries with different kind of weather, unlike Africa. Africa is a tropical country. Dubai is also kind of tropical country, and as you know, the temperature may rise up to 40 degrees. There are also times for winter, but their winter is not that harsh. Also, you may find it different because it's something you never experienced before. So sometimes you may experience weather problems. Those changes may affect you. For me, it affected me, especially with the swelling of legs and yeah, such things. You may find weather problems. Another thing, when you're in a foreign country, you may require a lot of patience. For example, here in Kenya, in Nairobi, I see people who don't so much follow the traffic laws. So in case you're in those countries, you have to wait until you see the green light so that you can cross the road. You don't have to cross because there's no car coming. There are cameras all over and they monitor you. So anytime you may find yourself in the hands of police. So you have to follow the laws and regulation in those countries. But also find yourself like you have to queue. Some of places you have gone and people just come and pass before you. They want to be served before you and they just found you there. No, that does not happen in those countries. You have to have that respect, you must have that patience, and you have to follow all those laws. The things about the food, let's talk about the African foods, ugali and all those, you know, the traditional foods. Those are not just easy to find in those countries, but to some cases you may find those African restaurants, but they are very rare, they are quite expensive. But to some point you may find people carrying their own unga. Yeah, when they are going there, and just most cases you just have to consume what is there. What other people, especially in Arab country, there's a lot of this junk food, there's a lot of biryani, there's a lot of breads and all that. The other points about the stare, people will just stare at you and like, okay, not like they have anything against you, but they just, you find so many people, they are white and you just look different, like especially when you find yourself, you're the only one in a place and you're the black person, so people just look at you and like, okay, how come she look different, she's of this color. Yeah, the stare is common. Let's talk about culture. Oh my god, talk about culture. Yeah, this is one of the country you will find different kind of people with different kind of cultures. So what you totally experience is a culture shock. The Arab people, then they have their own culture. The other parts of Africa, like West Africans, they have their culture. People from Asia, they have their culture. People from Europe, they have their culture. People from East Africa, which I come from, they have their own culture. And the mixture of all those will just make you feel like you're in a different world. You just have to learn a lot. One time I remember I used to live close to people from West Africa. These people are so kind and they are so good, but especially their meals totally different. Talk about when they are making their fufu and all those Nigerian food, Western food. It's totally different. Yeah, they have a good food, but okay, you find so many differences. Let's talk about time. You know the African time, people don't keep time. The people will tell you after 1 hour, but after 1 hour, it will be after another 1 more hour. You have to keep time, you have to be serious with life. Yeah, those are some of the points I have for now that you may expect in a foreign country. And more maybe depend on the country you are in. You can learn so many things and so many differences. I've come to the end of this video, and sorry I have a cold. I hope to see you soon with another great video. Thank you so much for your support. Please subscribe and continue.
Hello, hello, can you hear me as I scream?